In a touching social media post, Brittany Force shared a picture of her family and provided an update on her father, John Force, following his harrowing crash at the Virginia Nationals 2 weeks ago. The incident, which saw the 75-year-old NHRA legend suffer a traumatic brain injury, TBI, has left the racing community deeply concerned. John Force's crash occurred during the first round of the Virginia Nationals when his engine exploded, causing his car to collide with two concrete retaining walls. The severity of the accident led to his immediate hospitalization, where he has been receiving intensive care for his injuries. Brittany Force, who currently races in the NHRA's top fuel division for John Force Racing, shared that her father has made significant progress but still faces a long road ahead. In her Instagram post, she confirmed that John Force has been moved out of the trauma and neurological intensive care units and is set to transition to a rehabilitation center for further recovery. "My dad has made some great progress here in Virginia, but he still has a long road ahead," Brittany wrote. "The next step is getting him moved to a rehabilitation center." John Force Racing issued a statement earlier in the weekend, updating fans and the media on his condition. According to the statement, John Force has begun walking with the assistance of medical staff, an encouraging sign given the severity of his injuries. However, he continues to experience cognitive and behavioral symptoms as a result of the TBI, which doctors say will require considerable time and patience to address. Although Force is still dealing with cognitive and behavioral symptoms from his TBI, the fact that the Hall of Fame driver can converse with medical staff, family members, and John Force Racing president Robert Hight, who flew in this week, is an encouraging sign. However, there have also been periods of confusion, which doctors say require time and patience to treat. The statement also noted that the likely next step would be a move to a long-term facility specializing in TBI and associated symptoms. John Force is one of the most decorated drivers in NHRA history, boasting an incredible 157 race wins and 16 NHRA titles. His dominance spanned across decades, with 9 championships in the 1990s and 6 funny car titles in the early 2000s, followed by his most recent titles in 2010 and 2013. At the time of his crash, he was second in the 2024 points standings, underscoring his continued prowess on the track. Brittany Force, deeply affected by her father's accident, chose to skip last week's event in Ohio to remain by his side at the hospital. Her commitment to family during this difficult time highlights the close-knit nature of the Force family and their unwavering support for one another. As John Force continues his recovery, the racing community remains hopeful and supportive, eagerly awaiting more positive updates on his journey back to health.